So we get a video hyping the triple threat Intercontinental title match, and man, I'm excited for this match. I know it's gonna be
Oh
brutal.
yeah.
They show each
It's
man.
gonna be match of the night.
Wow, you're going with that one, huh? Interesting. Okay.
What? What else? Okay. Okay.
All right. They show each man's history. Their wins over their careers, their title wins, all that stuff. Sheamus, never being Intercontinental Champion. Gunther, one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions ever, and then Drew being, like
In the
when he
21st
first
century.
Yeah, and then Drew, when he first debuted and stuff, he won the Intercontinental title pretty quickly because Vince was pretty high up on Drew when he first
Hmm.
came in. So the video calls and it's like the
Hmm.
symphony of destruction. I thought that was perfect. Titus comes out on
Yeah, pretty good.
commentary, and I got to tell you, I don't mind Titus, but he's kind
Oh,
of
yeah, Titus.
annoying.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of annoying on commentary.
How dare you? He's the global ambassador of WWE.
I don't know what it is. I just don't think he's really good. And I actually honestly forgot he was even employed. I didn't even know he was with WWE anymore. I
Is
was
it?
like, oh, that's Titus.
Wasn't he over with a tag team like in like 2015 with Darren Young? I don't remember what they were called, but I remember that they were a tag team for a little while.
Weren't they like something
Ah,
global or I forget what the heck their name was, but yeah, you're right.
something.
Yeah. All right, so first is Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre. He comes out with this kilt and his freaking sword in his hand. He gets a nice freaking fire pyro. I did like his pyro more so than a lot of other people's actually. He got a solid
I don't
pop.
know. There's some others.
Next out is Sheamus. He comes out with Butch and Holland. They actually leave the entryway so that Sheamus can come down alone, which I liked. I don't like seeing outside people, especially for a match like this. Gunther and Sheamus.
Oh, okay, okay.
Gunther and Sheamus has had some good matches in the past few months, so I know this freaking thing's going to be hard hitting. I expect nothing less for this match. Sheamus and Drew are in the ring. They're having a
Hmm.
stare down, and then comes Gunther. Imperium comes out with Kaiser. He
Mm,
introduces Gunther, and I love freaking Gunther's theme, man. It's like so menacing. When you hear that
It
music.
turns into like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like a shark, but like then it turns into a real symphony.
Yeah. And Kaiser's freaking great too. I love his introductions of Gunther. It's like, you can tell
Yeah,
that
he
people are kind
went
of
in
annoyed,
like
but yeah,
yeah,
it's just good.
he went full force on it.
Yeah, Gunther comes down to the
Yeah,
ring. He looks like a freaking. I mean, he just looks freaking tough. Like I like Gunther a
champ.
lot. Yeah. Remember, Gunther lasted longer than anybody in this
Yeah,
year's Royal Rumble, and freaking man, I could totally see Cody and Gunther going at it at some point too. I think that would be a good match.
yeah, but is it going to be for the title? Who
Who
knows?
knows? All right, so the bell rings and here we go. Gunther, talking smack to both guys. Both guys are kind of like looking at Gunther like, "Are you
Hmm.
serious?" And then Drew just kicks Gunther out of the ring. And I got to
Hmm.
tell you, like right off the bat, Drew
Yeah,
like didn't even hit that kick, and Gunther just fell out of the ring, and I was like, "Ugh." The kick looks so bad.
yeah, that didn't look so good.
No. So
There are some
Sheamus,
things in this match that did look eh.
yeah, Sheamus and Drew now going punch for punch. Sheamus with a clothesline and some wicked freaking
Hmm.
uppercuts. Drew comes back, hits a vicious chops, and then a
Hmm.
nice clothesline. Man, this match was stiff. I'll give you that.
Yo.
Sheamus with the comeback, he hits the Irish
Hmm.
Curse backbreaker. Gunther gets back in the ring, starts slapping Sheamus down, and then Drew, who like ends up falling to the outside of the ring. Drew gets on the apron, and Gunther just
Mm.
flings him into the ring post, and Drew goes down again. So Gunther with some stiff boots and then
Hmm.
more stiff chops to freaking Sheamus. And holy crap, man, those freaking chops were brutal. Like Sheamus, like
Hmm.
right away was like already bleeding. Did you notice that?
Well, yeah, well, it's also Sheamus and his or skin, but yeah,
his his paleness, I get you. So
yeah,
Gunther with the
it's
backbreaker,
easier.
yeah, and then he gets in a Boston Crab submission. Drew gets back in the ring. He hits Gunther a few times, and
Hmm.
Gunther's like not even letting go of the submission. He just like stands up, and then they start going blow to blow. And I freaking love this match already. Now we get some more back and
Hmm.
forth chops from both men, and God, the freaking crowd. The crowd popped a lot during WrestleMania, but they
Hmm.
popped so quickly for this match because of how hard hitting it was. Like, I freaking loved it. They were even cheering for Gunther at
Hmm.
one point.
Yeah, and that's like, well, yeah, but he is trying to be a heel, and that it's cool to see some heels get a pop.
Yeah, yeah. It just goes to show, like, if you're really good at your in ring work, the people will just appreciate it so much. Sheamus gets back in. He starts
Yep.
taking both guys out. And then Sheamus and Drew start fighting over who's going to end up beating up Gunther. So they end up fighting each other. Gunther ends up taking both men down with
Hmm.
big boots. Sheamus gets up on the apron, and then he had Gunther at one point. He starts hitting the clubs, and then Drew's like, "Fine, I'll get in on it too." He starts hitting chops, so now Gunther's getting double teamed on the freaking apron. Just amazing match so far. I really like it. I think
Hmm.
Michael Cole choreographed. Everybody was like standing up. I mean, the crowd was definitely standing up like this whole match. So
They
now,
loved it. Yeah, everyone was. Yeah.
yeah, they got a standing ovation a couple times, man. And this is awesome chance. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, it was cool. So now Sheamus and Drew are all alone. Sheamus and Drew get
Yep.
up on the apron, and oh no, he gets Drew on the apron. He starts hitting more clubs. I think he hit like 28 freaking clubs on Drew. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. He was going
Yeah,
for
it
30, but I
was
think he got
brutal.
tired.
Yeah, he started like, I can't do this, and then Drew was like, okay, I'm just gonna fall.
Yeah. Sheamus goes for the Celtic cross and he eats a boot from Gunther. Then a massive clothesline and Gunther gets a 2 count. And man, Gunther's chest is blistered just as bad.
Hmm.
So yeah, they're really
Yep.
wailing in on
Michael
this shit.
Cole said it was black and blue.
Yeah, it was bruised pretty freaking bad. Gunther with another clothesline, and man, that clothesline
Yep.
was stiff, and he gets another 2 count. Jew is up on the top rope. He hits a diving clothesline on Gunther,
Hmm.
and then he hits a neck breaker. And I said on the podcast last week, man, I love freaking seeing Drew do neck breakers because there's not a lot of people that do neck breakers, and it's a simple move, but I freaking love it.
Hmm.
I remember The Rock, like that was
Well,
like,
Randy had a really good one.
yeah, I loved Randy's neck breaker, and freaking Rock used to do it all the time. It was like part of his move set. I was freaking liked it. I
Hmm.
don't know. I noticed LA Knight does neck
The
breakers
Rock always
too.
had good DTs.
Yeah, that's true. He used to
Yep,
do that
I like he does
rollover.
too.
Rock used to do that rollover DDT. I like that
Hmm.
a lot. He grabs
Yeah.
Sheamus. He tosses him into Gunther. Drew and grabs Gunther. He hits a future shock. Goes to the corner. Goes for the Claymore, but he actually misses the Claymore. Gunther hits a freaking drop kick into the corner, and then Gunther
Hmm.
hits his power bomb. Pins Drew, but Drew actually kicks out. So Gunther goes up to the top. You don't see
That.
that. You don't see that much, right?
No, big man.
Speaking of big men going to the top, how about Braun Strowman doing a freaking splash on night one? That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was good.
So Sheamus stops him and he goes up to the top rope with Gunther and he hits a freaking white noise off the top. And now the crowd is going nuts for this match. I mean, they were loud before. Now it's just
Hmm.
everyone's freaking going crazy. So Sheamus with the Celtic cross and he only gets the 2 count. So Gunther just barely kicking out there. And what a freaking match. So Sheamus
Hmm.
applies a clover leaf. Gunther ends up getting to the ropes, but there's no rope breaks because it is a triple threat match. And I totally forgot about that. So there's no
Hmm.
disqualification. So Gunther's sitting there holding the ropes, and the referee's like, what do you want me to do?
You
So,
can't.
what?
Yeah.
So Drew comes.
No, no. You're just like, you can't. You can't do it.
Yeah, so Drew comes in, he breaks it up, goes for a future shock on Sheamus, who gets out and he delivers a massive freaking knee, and Drew is out again. So Sheamus nails Gunther with one and sets up for the bro
Hmm.
kick. He nails it, makes the pin, but freaking Drew pulls him out of the ring last second, costing Sheamus the belt. That's going to be a big thing, storyline wise, I'm sure.
Yep.
Um, Drew and
Hmm.
Sheamus are now brawling on the outside. We get a whole bunch of "this is awesome" chants from the crowd. Drew gets Sheamus down. He goes in the ring.
Hmm.
He hits a diving senton, and he freaking takes Sheamus out. And Drew, man, it reminds me of Undertaker. Being able to get that kind of elevation over the ropes is nuts. Because Drew's a big guy.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous
Yeah.
too. Because all it takes is for his foot to catch the freaking top rope, and it's over.
I think he's a dead man. To be
Yeah, the
honest.
dead
Yeah.
man. That's right. So Drew goes for the Claymore, but Sheamus ended up hitting the bro kick instead. So he goes for the pin, and Drew kicks out. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so man, you would
I
think,
thought that was it.
man, you would think it's a freaking main event the way the crowd was reacting at this point. It was just crazy. All right, so Drew comes back and both guys hit the ropes, but Drew actually nails the Claymore this time. He goes for the pin, and this time Sheamus kicks out. So both guys have just kicked out of each other's finishes, which is pretty crazy.
Mhm.
The crowd appears
Mhm.
to be on Sheamus' side, which I thought was interesting because they were doing back and forth punches, and Sheamus was the one getting cheered. I really thought
Yep. Yep.
Drew was going to be the face in this match, but no, they picked Sheamus.
Many people like Sheamus because he hasn't had the Intercontinental title, while these two have.
Yeah, that's true. They just wanted to see Sheamus finally get the belt, and you know what? Now that they're making it a storyline
Mhm.
thing, I could see Sheamus getting the belt down the road. So it'd be like that one thing he's always chasing
Yeah,
after.
it fits him well.
Yeah. Sheamus hits the rope, dazed, but nails a freaking brogue kick again. Goes for the pin, and out of nowhere, Gunther does a freaking splash and breaks it up. Gunther hits a powerbomb on Sheamus, which
Hmm.
lands on Drew's back. And Gunther's like, I'm not finished. He freaking picks up Drew, hits him with a freaking powerbomb, and then makes the pin and freaking gets the win. Gunther is still the Intercontinental Champion. What did you think?
I was shocked that Gunther was winning. I did not guess that. Oh, well, I think I might have. I don't remember. But Gunther winning was just extraordinary, or as they would say it last year, stupendous. I didn't expect it. I thought he would go to the main event scene. And I guess Gunther is a good fit for the Intercontinental title, so I don't hate it. He should be the next future world champion, to be honest. Him and Drew. Sheamus is a little bit old, so it doesn't really matter for him. But it was a good match. It probably match of the night for me.
Yeah, I thought it was freaking amazing. Like, just the
Mhm.
stiff hits and stuff. Like, that's that's what wrestling
Mhm.
is all about, man. Wrestling's supposed to be violent, and I feel like a lot of
Mhm.
wrestlers need to like really take note because you don't need to do flips and kicks. You need to do this, you know, just freaking stiff, take some freaking
Mhm.
shots, and make it look good. That's it. Uh,
Mhm.
I love the fact that the announcers were standing up and clapping. The fans really love this freaking thing. So did I. It was
Mhm.
truly a freaking brawl. And yeah, again, wrestlers need to be taking freaking notes. I think you actually
Yeah.
did pick Gunther, Alex, for your pick. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know I picked Drew to
See,
win this match. I think you picked Gunther, though.
see, I think I am a genius, and I should be WWE spokesperson. I don't know why spokesperson, but I should be part of their creative. I mean, you know, just call me up, Triple H or UFC or Vince McMahon, whatever it's going to be.
Well, I have to say this: Gunther has had a freaking amazing year, and it's so crazy because he came from NXT, and I don't think like anybody really expected how big Gunther was going to be. He lost the weight. He comes into the main
Yeah.
roster, and he just
Well,
dominates.
yeah. Yeah. I think because Vince McMahon didn't like Gunther. And I'm surprised with that because it seems like Vince McMahon would love Gunther. But I guess he didn't like him. And because Triple H is in creative, Gunther's getting this huge push. And he deserves it. Like, everyone's loving him right now. So I guess, I don't know. It's really good. I like
Yeah,
this whole symphony thing.
yeah, me too. And you know, one of the things that put my notes after the match, I'm like, man, whoever has to follow this match, good freaking luck.